Hold on to your butts. These are the Squashbuckler Diaries. Welcome back. My name is Guy Hasson, and you are listening to the Squashbuckler Diaries, the podcast about the girl in the dream, the girl who lives in dreams, the girl who lives in her father's dream, aka Dragon Little, as she's called by the Red Dragon who tells these stories, because Red would really have liked her to have been his daughter. Red loves Joy so much, and Red can't have kids, and obviously it would never be Joy. Red is a dragon. But she just loves Joy so much, she calls her Dragon Little. She's an honorary dragon. And so she calls Justin Dragon Father, which is, he's also human. And Joy is also called, she will be called, when Justin realizes some real truths about Joy, he will call her the Forgotten Girl. And these are her stories. This is her life. The big stories happen later in the books, and this is her life, her day-to-day life. Season 1 is years 2 to 6, and season 2 will be 6 to 9, and so on and so on. And there'll be a book at age 6, a book at age 9, and so on, every 3 years of her life until death. Until the end of her life. So we are following Joy's adventures through life, and we are almost at episode 100. 100 tiny slice of life stories about Joy, and that is nothing from the thousands of episodes that we'll have about Joy's life as she goes up. You have to imagine, say she lives and dies, like she dies up at age 85, for example. It has to be the big ultimate adventure at 85 in the book, and you can go back and see each step of her life, of this heroine's life, doing heroic things throughout her life, and you can see everything about her life, and you can see the beginning, you can see the middle, you can see the end, you can see everything and anything. And the reason I got into this is to tell you that once Justin figures out some of the truths about Joy, he will start calling her the Forgotten Girl. For reasons you will find out. But it's not a nice name, right? Anyway, we are at the conclusion of a little 5-minute episode arc about the Snot Eater, where Justin wanted to teach Joy to stop eating her own snot, as you do sometimes with 5-year-olds. And since she wouldn't, his subconscious summoned a Snot Eater, and to see what happened, to see the hard lesson she got, and to see how he rescued her at the last second, listen to the last 4 episodes. And now, the exciting conclusion of the Snot Eater. Is it quadrology? It's quintology. The Snot Eater quintology, which doesn't at all deserve that name. It's just a day in the life of Joy, right? That's all it is. So let's begin. Episode 98, The Snot Eater, Part 5, Conclusion. Joy's age 5, told by the Red Dragon. A week after their adventure with the Snot Eater, Dragon Father saw Dragon Little pick her nose. It was shortly after breakfast as they were deciding which planet to visit today. Dragon Father sounded worried. Oh no, do you remember what happened last time? Dragon Little looked up at him, freezing in place. The last time you did this, the Snot Eater came. I think every time someone picks her nose, his little pieces in the ocean come back together. After a few times, he'll be back, and he might take you again. Dragon Little took her finger out of her nose. He's going to make me eat all that snot again? Dragon Father nodded knowingly. Of course. Dragon Little made a face. I don't want him to come back. Dragon Father nodded. Wise decision. Here. A roll of tissues appeared in his hand. Use these. She took them, and the tissues glowed for a split second. Neither of them noticed. Thank you, she said. Now put that in your cabin. As Dragonlit ran to her cabin obediently, Dragonfather smiled. This was perhaps the one time the last 2 years that she listened to him when she did not want to. When she returned, she said, "Come on, you pilot the ship. Let's go on adventure. Yar!" Told by the Red Dragon. Hashtags Joy, Justin, Snot Eater, Snot. Mateys. And so, you see, sometimes you can warn children about monsters, because in her world at least, monsters are real, and she actually was kidnapped by the Snot Eater. So, that is one lesson she'll never forget. And that perhaps is some of what Joy's childhood is like. That is her childhood. That is what makes her up. And as you'll hear the Red Dragon say quite a few times, she really likes the fact that Joy has a lot of adventures because it teaches her to survive. And once Joy figures out how to get out of Justin's dreams, she's going to need everything she can to survive even a little bit. Because Red says that something is waiting for her outside. So, on that happy note, come back tomorrow for episode 99, almost 100 again. How did you do that? Almost 100. And now, the credits. The Squashbuckler Diaries are written and read by me, Guy Hasson. All the tags mentioned in this story are searchable at the website. You can find all the stories there in written form and, in fact, 150 Squashbuckler Diaries more. The Squashbuckler Diaries is the diary of Joy Shelley, the girl who lives in dreams. She'll be called the Forgotten Girl by her father. She'll be a true heroine. She'll change the world. This project shows her entire life from birth to death. Check out the website at guyhasson.com. That's GUYHASSON.com. I've been an author and a playwright for more than 30 years, and this is the first time I've used the guyhasson.com website, because The Girl in the Dream is my life project. If you have questions, if you want to comment, please do. You can comment at the website or email me at guyhasson@gmail.com. That's GUYHASSON, GUYHASSON @gmail.com. The theme music is called Brass Gentleman and is created by Thomas Howardek. My name is Guy Hasson, and this is my life project. Come back tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow for more. Yar!